Heartbreak, tension, and the surprising turns that keep millions of viewers interested year after year are the lifeblood of soap operas. However, there are instances when the drama off-screen overshadows any potential scripted material. This week, the world of Young and the Restless is reeling from heartbreaking news. A CBS veteran, renowned for their iconic performances and decades-long influence on daytime television, died at the age of 39. The devoted Y&R fan following was rocked by the unexpected loss, which also startled Hollywood. As co-stars, producers, and viewers struggled to comprehend how someone so youthful and vivacious could be gone, tributes began to flow in within hours. However, the soap opera itself alluded to yet another impending catastrophe. Hints of the next big death plotline that would permanently alter Genoa City. Amid all of this chaos, one of the show's most fascinating contemporary characters, Nate Walters, has shared his thoughts in an open and heartfelt conversation about legacy, grief, and the ability of narrative to unite people during difficult times. The star's untimely death, at the age of 39, is incredibly terrible. A performer in the prime of their career, adored for their charm, emotional range, and dedication to preserving daytime drama in a world of dying soap operas, this was no fading name from decades ago. Although the reason of death is yet unknown, first accounts indicate that it was unexpected, shocking friends, relatives, and co-workers. A few days prior, admirers had viewed pictures of the actor grinning and brimming with vitality at a charity function. Social media tributes depicted a person who not only performed brilliantly on film, but also had a profound impact on people's lives off-screen. One long-standing co-star wrote, "She was the glue of our cast. She helped you get back up when you were feeling low. She supported you when you were anxious." A producer said, "He had a laugh that could fill a room. It was impossible not to feel lighter around him." Fans also left thoughtful comments. "I grew up watching them every afternoon with my grandmother." One person wrote on Twitter, "It is similar to losing a family member." The relationship between soap actors and their fans is unique for a medium that is based on the closeness of everyday narrative. For the millions of people who welcome them into their homes every day, losing one so young is more than simply a loss for the program. It seems like a personal grief. The Young and the Restless has hinted at another significant death in the plot in a turn of events that seems almost too cruelly timed. According to reports, the authors have created a startling plot point that will result in the death of a cherished Genoa City resident in the upcoming weeks. Although specifics are still unknown, teasers suggest a dramatic and abrupt departure that will affect several families and change the power dynamics in Genoa City. Actors reportedly found it difficult to perform table reads without crying because of how emotionally charged the screenplay was. Is it possible that Genoa City's titan, Victor Newman, will finally meet his match in time? Could it be Nikki, who has long been at risk due to her health and addiction issues? Will the authors go one step farther and shock the audience by murdering off a younger character at the peak of their plot? Although one insider acknowledged that the timing makes it hit even harder, they did imply that the imminent death scenario was written prior to the devastating real-life loss of the CBS star. The network now has to strike a careful balance between paying respect to the actual death of a well-liked musician and providing a fictional plot that doesn't come across as exploitative. However, if Y&R has demonstrated anything during its decades-long run, it is that the program is adept in balancing heartbreaking fiction with moving homage. One voice has stood out amid all of this sadness and conjecture. Sean Dominic, who plays Dr. Nate Hastings, whom fans frequently refer to as Nate Walters, because early story arcs incorrectly identified him as such in the credits. From his complex romance with Victoria Newman to his power moves at Newman Enterprises, Nate has been at the heart of some of Y&R's most dramatic plotlines in recent years. Off-screen, Dominic is now speaking out about sorrow, healing, and the power of soap operas to bring people together, rather than about romantic triangles or boardroom conflicts. It causes you to pause and reflect when someone dies so young. We sometimes lose sight of the basic reality that life is fleeting because we spend so much time pursuing plots and success. One day we're here, and the next we're gone. Losing a friend or co-worker affects us differently because we are more than simply co-workers, we are family. We see each other every single day, he continued, describing the special atmosphere of daytime television. We practice, we joke off camera, and we cry on camera. We share holidays and dinners. It's a bond that no other acting profession can match. Therefore, grief is shared when someone passes away. We, the actors, crew, and fans are all in grief, not just their family. Regarding the impending death plot, Dominic said that it was hard to distinguish fact from fiction. It was brutal to film those scenes while still dealing with our own grief. At times, the tears weren't fake. They were genuine. However, I believe that's what makes daytime drama so appealing. It's uncooked. It's true. Additionally, it provides us with a means of processing ideas that are difficult to express verbally. The way that fictional drama and real-life tragedy are entwined begs the larger question of why soap operas have such a strong hold on viewers. The fact that characters live on in our lives for decades and change with us is partly to blame. Intimacy plays a part. Characters become like family when you watch them 5 days a week. However, there's more to it than that. The most difficult realities of life, death, treachery, forgiveness, and redemption, can be explored in soap operas in a way that is both secure and therapeutic. We grieve when a character passes away. We grieve more deeply when an actor passes away because the line between reality and fiction blurs so quickly. The tragic reminder of life's frailty is the CBS legend's death at the age of 39. However, their legacy will live on thanks to the young and the Restless's storytelling prowess. They continue to be woven into the fabric of daytime television with each repeat, clip, and fan remembrance posted online. If soap opera fans are good at anything, it's banding together. Fans are posting recollections, videos, and first-person accounts of how the CBS star impacted their lives on forums, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. One admirer commented, "When they joined the show, I was going through a difficult time. The only thing that kept me going was watching them every afternoon." Another said, "To me, they stood for hope. It meant the world to me to see someone on Bly and R who spoke and looked like me." Representation is important. Tribute movies that feature some of the star's most memorable moments are already making the rounds on YouTube, serving as a constant reminder of the brilliance that was lost far too soon. Fans aren't the only ones grieving, while networks may vie. For viewers, the soap opera industry is fundamentally a single family, as demonstrated by the tributes posted by rival soap stars from General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, and Bold and the Beautiful. The Young and the Restless must carry on with its plots as the news is dominated with stories about real-life loss. According to reports, producers are rewriting screenplays to pay tribute to the deceased actor while maintaining the continuity of long-term storylines. Anticipate poignant tribute episodes, flashbacks, and conversation that conflates performer and character. What about the next big death that has been teased? According to insiders, it will still be included in the narrative, but it will now carry significantly more significance. According to some theories, the authors might take use of it to examine themes of community, healing, and mourning in a way that is similar to what fans are going through. Nate Walters will play a crucial part in those forthcoming episodes. His presence promises to ground the plot with humanity and emotional realism, whether in the roles of a doctor, buddy, or bereaved citizen of Genoa City. It will take time for the wound caused by the unexpected death of a CBS star at the age of 39. However, in typical soap opera form, Genoa City continues to function despite the loss. Even while the actors and fans grieve a very real loss, the great death plotline that is about to unfold is poised to completely alter the fictitious universe. Voices like Nate Walters serve as a constant reminder of why we care, why we watch, and why these stories are important. Not only are soap operas entertaining, but they also serve as mirrors of real life. Forgiveness, betrayal, love, and loss. Finally, a reminder that each day counts because tomorrow is never guaranteed. Despite their passing, the CBS star's light lives on in performances, memories, and the hearts of millions of people who will always remember them.